welcome back to another Grow Your BNB video. Now guys, I am the founder of Grow Your BNB and Automate Your BNB. Now today's video, there are 6 locations that I want to walk you through where I actually visited them a couple of times, and obviously in one I actually stayed for 2 weeks. So I'm going to run through some videos about that, and I really want to go through, if you're looking to book, you'll understand why to stay there, because taxis are not cheap. If you're going to keep going around like I did, it's going to end up being quite an expensive thing. So you need to keep going around like I did, it's going to end up being quite an expensive thing. So you need to find out where you want to stay, how you can mix it up if you want to mix up your Airbnb stays. Eventually, all the 6 locations are great locations. In Dubai, you can't go wrong, but it's what do you want out of that stay, right? So yeah, let's go into the locations first, and then I'll start breaking it down for you. So here are my 6 locations. So firstly, around Burj Khalifa, downtown, that is one of the major locations that if you love city life, you want to go to Dubai Mall, that is the place you want to be. The second location is Business Bay. Now I was in between downtown and Business Bay. Again, Business Bay has a completely different appeal. It has, for me, it was where most of the building, the kind of offices and everything was. And now if you're between kind of the downtown and Business Bay, you're even into a position where you can go both direction. My client actually has an office in Business Bay. That is a great location. Jumeirah Beach, where Burj is, there's loads of different opportunities there to stay. If you're looking to invest, have a think. And I personally, later on the video, I'll show you some of the activity I did every morning. Although I lived in downtown, I was going towards Jumeirah Beach and pretty much going there every single day, which in a hindsight now, understood why I would love Jumeirah Beach versus the downtown. The Palm, there was 2 Sundays. Me and my partner, we went down to one of our favorite kind of cafe called Review Cafe right at the end of the Palm. We've stayed there in hotels before, so I really kind of love what the Palm has to offer if you're just going on holiday. Dubai Marina, again, number 5th, it's amazing. Like if you love marinas, that is where you want to be. And then the last, which was introduced to me by a client, which is Dubai Town Square. So we're going to go through all of this. This video is for both the people who want to book or people who are interested to start Airbnb business. I'm gonna break down the locations for you first, so then you understand why you would want to go and stay there. And again, from a perspective of investment, if you're looking to do Airbnb investment in Dubai, then you'll also understand why or what kind of property would be more achievable. Obviously, price brackets that all of these locations have completely different. So yeah, so let's start with my first one being around Burj Khalifa, right, and downtown. Now, a lot of time, as you probably know, the world we are at the moment with Instagram and the virtual digital world, a lot of people within that is just everything aesthetic, right? Amazing looking buildings, on the night when the light goes on in Burj Khalifa, obviously downtown, the Dubai Mall. If you love shopping, that is pretty much the place you want to be, because the traffic gets mental around 4:30 to 5 o'clock. It just gets busier and busier. So you want to be in a position where you can just come out, walk 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and you are in Burj Khalifa around and Dubai Mall. Obviously, that is pretty much a shopping hub. It's the heart of Dubai. It's got everything you need. However, for me, you've got to walk there. You cannot. If you decide to go take a taxi from X location to there, you'll end up spending more time in the taxi than actually going to enjoy it. So now let's think about actual investment from Airbnb perspective. If you look at Airbnb right now in Dubai, near Burj Khalifa, if you zoom in and look at it, you will see, property values are incredibly high. And as a result of that, some of the nightly rate going even up to like 500 dirhams, even, up to 700 dirhams, 1 bed. Or sometimes studio if you've got a nice balcony with a view of Burj Khalifa. Again, the listing of opportunity there is amazing. Now, from a perspective that you're looking to invest, that is an incredible opportunity for you to have a secured investment in Dubai, just because everyone who comes to Dubai would like to stay there. And as a result of that, you'll always achieve extremely high and healthy nightly rates. Now the second one being downtown, where I actually stayed, which I, in a hindsight, when I now look back at that 2 weeks, I've really thoroughly enjoyed the building that I was staying in, which was a Damak Tower, one of the tallest building. Obviously it had the swimming pool on the top, it had a view of the Burj Khalifa, it had the incredible view of pretty much like a 360 view of Dubai, depending on where you are in the building on the top. And yeah, it was an incredible. Now I stayed in a 1-bed apartment, had a nice kind of balcony which was looking over Burj Arab and to the sea, so I kind of wanted to mix it up with having a view of the Dubai but also having a view of Burj Arab and the sea, right? As here at home I've got a view of sea, I love it here. And Sandbanks, obviously, if you guys don't know, in the UK, is one of the most incredible and desirable location, right? It's not as good as Dubai, but it's got to be, one of the top location. And staying in downtown, the main reason was I was working away as a remotely, to run my business while I enjoy like the different things. Now firstly, I've got to mention this, I thought going into Dubai Mall, it was about 15 minutes, there was Business Bay around the corner where all the business stuff are happening, so I thought being in there would allow me to really push every day to go and understand what's happening in Business Bay, but also to go around to Dubai Mall in the evenings for a walk and stuff. Now happened to be that a couple of days I was in, I took a taxi and I was like, I'm never doing that again. It was meant to be a 5 minutes journey, took nearly 25 minutes, and taxi driver had to go all the way around to a different place to drop us back. And effectively for me now, if you think about the guest behavior, I felt like there was in that building with, it was a mix of hotel with obviously Airbnbs and residential. The fact that I was there for remote working, so I was living like a local, I was in the apartment, I was working throughout the day, and obviously with the time different, it was amazing because I started early. With the time, again, yes, I did my call slightly later, but eventually it just made sense to me that I was a remote worker working there for 2 weeks, and that was why I booked that individual property. So now you think about the first guest behavior, people going there for a couple of nights in Burj Khalifa, they're shoppers, they're going to be there for only a couple of nights, they're visiting Dubai, and that's it. Then you've got people like myself, slightly out of the town, I want to pay slightly less, don't need the Burj Khalifa view from my apartment, but I have access to the view from the top, and then I had an access to Burj Arab and all that kind of stuff. Half the price in, I was remote working, I was spending a lot of time in the apartment, and it worked really well for me. So that is pretty much downtown from a perspective of Business Bay, people who are actually coming there for business. Now you could imagine if you can attract people who come and work there and for certain projects for 2 months, you've got a really successful, even summer months, right? Because in Dubai, summer months, your sales and your bookings go down. So you've got a great opportunity to manage that through different guest behavior. The third location, Jumeirah Beach. Now for me, I think every single morning, me and my partner, we're waking up, we're going for a bike ride, and that was one of the best things we did while we were there in Dubai. So we would go start at one end and take the bike, the e-bike, and literally ride through to all the way to Burj Arab, the public beach there, and then all the way back. Also, there was a lot of amazing cafes, restaurants, and on the other side, there was a lot of residential, a lot of villas rather than apartments. But from a perspective that if you're again looking to buy, purchase, to either for you to go and stay on, and actually if you want to, when you're not there, want to do an Airbnb, I just felt every kind of opportunity for me to go down to that beach and enjoy that stretch was absolutely amazing. As you go further out from the tourist location, it was much more relaxing. It had a running track, and I truly believe that anyone who wants to go to Dubai and enjoy kind of more of a relaxing walk, you want to make sure you wake up every morning, go for a nice walk. The weather allows you to do that right now. Or you fancy doing the e-bike every single day up and down and have stop by cafes, tea places, coffee places. It was just incredible. And for me, that really said to me that actually part of my remote working, where I spend a lot of time in my desk speaking to my Airbnb clients and my my team and everything to do with it, actually I need to get out. Now, being in a city, trying to get out from downtown, I had literally buildings everywhere and cars everywhere. And so I preferred all the way taking a taxi, going into Jumeirah Beach, and then spending my pretty much couple of hours there doing what I like and feeling really amazing, then only going back to the desk. So if you like walking down to the beaches and you like to enjoy the nature, you like to do some running, you like to do the bike, you want to go into a cafe, not spend money all the time in taxi, I would 100% recommend you going into Jumeirah Beach. Now, my fourth location is the incredible Palm. Now, the Palm, as you probably know, has got some of the most expensive villas. Obviously, if you go onto Airbnb, some of them are being rented out for incredible money throughout Airbnb. Now, they are obviously the top end of the market right now. People watching this video, you're probably looking and understanding how to get into rental arbitrage. You're probably thinking, how do you get into co-hosting? Obviously, the Palm is an ideal place if you can build a solid brand to allow yourself to become the leader of co-hosting in Palm. That could happen because there's so many property that could be marketed well. We've had numerous calls from different people from the Palm who runs as a management company trying to work with us to, they want to increase sale, they want to increase booking for their clients. If you're visiting, firstly, is definitely a place to go. There are incredible numbers of hotels, not as expensive, can be expensive. I've stayed in Atlantis before. I've watched the sunset in my desk. Obviously, everything I do is around my work. So I've stayed in Atlantis. I'm going to put a video here actually with me just sitting, chilling, watching the sunset while working. But obviously, I've stayed in Anantara, which is my favorite hotel in the Palm. Has got my best cafe that me and my partner love. The Palm is the exclusive, very expensive. However, if that's an option for you to go and do some business, I would 100% recommend you. The fifth location is Dubai Marina. Now, firstly, I've got to say about Dubai Marina, the traffic was incredibly bad. Now, as I went through different places and my partner, we visited different places, I also got to know how traffic works in Dubai. However, Dubai Marina is one of the best locations for tourists. If you look at any Airbnb there, especially Airbnb there has marina views, they have also sea view, they've got Dubai eye view, so it's got everything somebody wants to do in terms of tourist location. It's got the beaches, it's got shops, mall, food places, coffee places, things to do. Like, you're pretty much in the best part. And I guess when Dubai were building the initial Dubai Marina part, that's exactly why they wanted to get more guests in, or as in travelers and tourism. And eventually any Airbnb properties there, you're going to find that it is a place where you're going to not fully maximize your nightly rate, but it's more to maximize your occupancy rate because there's turnover of people coming in and wanting to stay. So Dubai Marina again is a pretty good kind of investment based on a certain guest behavior. If you're keen on customer experience, people who come on holiday, they expect certain things. You've got to be making sure that the cleaning is on point. You've got to make sure the apartment's always spot on. You just cannot give customer bad experience. That is where you know that you're going to really maximize occupancy rates. And lastly, Dubai Town Square. Now, for me, I think this was something new I was introduced to. So I've been to Dubai Town Square, I've been to Dubai Hill State and the Gulf State. They're the three other places I visited for my partner's work. She's into real estate. Shout out to Prime Coastal Property. For me, I've got to say to this, for you guys to actually understand the other side of living in Dubai. So this is no longer holiday, it's more living in Dubai. I realized that, a lot of people are now talking about the new airport. If you're looking at Airbnb co-hosting, if you're looking at rent-to-rent arbitrage, right, or they also call subleasing in Dubai, you've got a great option to understand the new trend, right? And this Dubai Town Square is a community build place. So if I have to go back to Dubai, but I'm not looking to do things all the time, I just want to be in Dubai working, building the businesses, then I wouldn't mind going and living in Dubai at Town Square because A, I'm going to get very, very cheap deal. Secondly, it's got a great community feel of what it's got to offer, the type of people, kids playing. It just will feel like you're at home rather than just gone for another holiday, which from my perspective, when you're remote working, you've got to find places where you don't get easily distracted and you've got that routine going on while trying to enjoy what, you're trying to build with with where you are in the location wise. So Dubai Town Square in near future, where you've got, you know, airport being built and there's a surrounding area doing a lot of work. I think, you know, from an Airbnb perspective, some of my clients are currently purchasing there to turn it into Airbnb in X amount of time when they do a completion, but also the new airport's been like 17-18 minutes away. It's an incredible place. Yeah, actually I've done a full video with a real estate agent, James, this community, and go and watch that video because that will give you an idea about more about what's happening in Dubai Town Square. But I think again, for me, coming into the next 3 years, 4 years, new airport being open and all that kind of stuff happening around the area, this could be a potential great stay for families who just wants to go there for relocation for a couple of months before they buy somewhere in a community. That's going to work really well from an Airbnb investor perspective. If you're looking to invest on a rent-to-rent deal or even co-hosting, you know, you need to be able to go and understand the guest behavior, which was going to get somebody a longer term booking. Thank you so much for watching our recent Dubai videos, and we've had a lot of love from our new subscribers, and you know, it has really shown that a lot of people are interested in Dubai market. And I personally, again, going back this time, I will be making sure that I visit new places, because the more I explore as an Airbnb consultant, we've worked in Dubai for so many years. I think this is our 4th years with different clients, different size. I've realized before I used to treat it as a location where I just believe guest behaviors, I know how to get bookings in. Now I understand the area. I've been in that place long enough to move around every single day, going into new location, understanding why. And for me, all my favorite came down to, I love the Palm. Like, if I had nothing to do and I have remote working, I'm not worried about the city, I would live in the Palm, because for me that was the perfect kind of mindset where I can walk around the Palm, go for a run in, and being able to be in the most calm place with the sea view of certain things. Then the second option for me would be the Jumeirah Beach, because I was waking up every morning, going there, doing the things like I do here in Sandbanks, right? I've got a beach just down the road. Today I'll go there for a walk. It's a place that I just love, being around the sea, being around the water. As a remote worker, and building businesses remotely in your doorstep is important. For me, the downtown, the Burj Khalifa I've done it twice now. I will probably not need to do it as often moving forward. So for me, I'm ready to explore Dubai in a completely new format. So guys, I hope you enjoyed another Grow Your B&B video. Now, please make sure you're hitting that like, subscribe and share, and I'll be back with another video soon.